So to go to Bluejohn means you're going to be exiting south off of Highway 70. I went to Green River and filled up with gas first and then came back west, exited on Farm Road 24 here, and I took that for about 24 miles south to southwest until you get to the turnoff, which is right here, onto San Rafael Road. So this is the turnoff onto San Rafael Road from Farm Road 24. Wound up taking this road for 28.5 miles. It initially goes south and then it veers east. You can see the terrain pretty clearly initially, and then it winds up kind of paralleling a cliff edge, which gives you some cool views. The road then goes south for about 4 miles right here, where I took it to where I parked the car, which was right about here. The straight line indicates a 2-track that I'll show you on the next map that I walked up to a fenced-in corral there, and then navigated through the terrain down to where the slot entrance was to Bluejohn Canyon, where you can see the little rock here. This is San Rafael Road going south. Here's where I wound up parking my car next to a 2-track. The 2-track I wound up walking, it's the dotted line, for about 1.25 miles all the way up to a fenced-in corral that you can see marked on the map there. Then I began walking east and south, kind of along this top line, but I wound up straying a little bit and going further down here, and I identified this cliff ridge, went south of it, and then wound up walking to the edge of the cliff, which was able to give me some bearing about where I was at. Walked back up and around the cliff up towards my original line, was able to go down this less steep embankment here, and then traversed down to where I found the slot entrance, which is at the dot right there. The Aron Ralston boulder is about halfway through the slot, leading to the Big Drop Rappel in Bluejohn Canyon. These aerial screenshots map the actual route I walked. They're from a spot tracking device I wore during the hike. You can see how I went initially south to the cliff ridge, then went back north, and then further east and south again, down to where the slot entrance actually is. My spot device was able to send out a GPS signal in the Chalkstone Gauntlet right up until the drop site of Aron Ralston's accident. That's the road. Here we are. Looks like it's going to be about a 4-mile hike. Leaving the car here. And yeah, 4-mile hike, overnight camp. So hiking here, really in the middle of nowhere. So I'm probably maybe, I don't know, maybe a mile into this 2-3 mile hike. So be continuing, just taking a little breather, got a lot of gear, as you can see. So pretty desolate, nothing around except the mountains. There we are. Came from over there, right at the corral. So that's where I'm headed. Here we are, hoofing it. Thought it was over there. Not. I think it's further north and east. The way to get around. Gotta pick up these flags. Go back through the drainage ditch. I think that's it right over there, but the sun's getting ready to set, so I think I made it down to the correct embankment slide, although it's kind of difficult to see. So anyway, I think this is it. I can't believe I'm down here, man. Found it. There it is. When I come out, I'm gonna go to the left of this mound. Made it to the slot about 8 o'clock. Took about, I don't know, maybe 5 hours of hiking. Probably went out of the way, but there it is. So this is what it looks like at night. The beginning of Bluejohn Canyon. There's the S log. You can kind of see it in the back. Guess I'm gonna set up camp. My handy dandy flashlight. Trying to put the tent together in the dark. Woo! Here we are, night one, Bluejohn Canyon. It's the S log. Can't really see anything. It's about 8:30, but got a pretty nice tent set up. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Let's go inside and see what's down in here. Yeah. Not too bad. Here I am. Let's see. It's about 7:52 here in Bluejohn. Figured out a way to lower my backpack. And what I'm going to do is just go down this way, leave some of my stuff up here, and then traverse down the slot. So here we are. This is it. Right here. This is the rock. Took a little while, but we made it. If you look down the other way, you can see what his view was down there. And up here, pretty big chuck stones. That's it. See up this way, where I just came from. Sky view. So yep, here we are. Here's a tattoo on the rock. Okay, so right before the Aron Ralston boulder, there's this kind of large, awkward one, which is a little bit high. So what I did is I lowered my backpack down, created this kind of sling so that I could get back up. I'm glad I did, because I don't know how I would have gotten back up out of there. So now I'll just raise the backpack up, and there we go. It was a little bit of a... I had to stop and think each time before I went down something, thinking, can I get back up it? So here we go. So this is how I rigged a way to be sure to not get stuck down here at the S-Log, Bluejohn Canyon. Works pretty good. You can probably chimney without it, but better to be safe than sorry. So now on my way to find the car. Goodbye, Bluejohn. So here we go, back to the car. Flag trail.
Little break. About, I don't know, maybe halfway through. At least the rough part's over with. Back there. That's where Bluejohn was, and I had to go down a major embankment, so it's kind of hard going up with all that stuff and that stuff. So anyway, just taking a little breather on flag 94 right here. The flags still there. See, this is why I had a hard time figuring out where to go. You can't see any of the drop-offs until you get near them, and then you've gone too far. You got near one of them, so I had to trust intuition, map. Drainage ditches like this are everywhere, preventing you from crossing as easily. Made it back.